Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, and we're on to Priest Talents now. This is, I think I'm going to record the rest of these tonight. You know, it's New Year's. I was working, so everyone I know's gone out, and kind of left on my own, which sucks, yeah, but, you know, gives me a chance to actually make some videos, because I have been slacking pretty bad lately. So I think if I do the 5 remaining, is it 5? Yeah, I've got 5 left now, just on Paladin, now I'm doing Priest. Yeah, so hopefully by the time I've finished all these videos, Panda will start playing Team Fortress 2. So at the moment, yeah, he's playing Star Wars, which is, I'm not saying it's not cool, it's awesome, but I want to play some TF2. Haven't played some in a while, so anyway, before I start rambling too much, we're going to get into Priest Talents. I'm not I don't know a huge amount about Priest, so don't really listen to much I say. You can kind of tell what classes I've played and what ones I haven't. As when I get to Warlocks, I'll be like, what the fuck? And same with Rogues as well, barely ever played those. So if I fuck up and say something that's not true, don't rage about it, don't go, oh my god, you're fucking terrible, all that shit. Don't, just ignore it, you know, just put it to me being a dumbass and not playing Priest that much. So yeah, let's get into this. Level 15, Void Tendrils is the first one. Summon shadowy tendrils out of the ground, rooting all targets within 10 yards for 20 seconds. Killing the tendrils will cancel the effect. So basically it's just a root, but you can escape it by killing the tendrils. I don't know if they take AoE damage. If they do, Howling Blast would be pretty awesome in that situation. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Gotta be honest, that's a pretty cool talent right there. Next one. Psy Fiend summons a Psy Fiend that stands in place. The Psy Fiend casts a Psychic Scream on a nearby enemy within 40 yards every 2 seconds, lasting 10 seconds. Preferring anything attacking the priest or her friends. A Psychic Scream. Wait, what is a Psychic Scream? Oh right, yes, the one where everyone runs away. So, yeah, so it's causing nearby enemies to run away in fear, basically. So that's pretty cool. It's like protects you, kind of, by sending everyone running off. It's pretty damn cool, gotta be honest. But yeah, next one, which is Psychic Scream. The caster lets out a Psychic Scream, causing 5 enemies within X amount of yards. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they haven't decided on the yardage yet. But yeah, to flee for 8 seconds. Damage caused may interrupt the effect. So again, that's instead of summoning something that can do it a lot, you can do it once yourself on a 30-second cooldown, which is quite cool. And the Psy Fiend's got a minute cooldown, so you can either have loads of people running away on every minute, or see, this one is 5 enemies all at once. 8 seconds. That one is 10 seconds. So this one lasts longer. And it's individually, so it's not everyone runs at the same time. It's Psy Fiend is kind of like, you run, now you run, now you run. So, you know, it's a bit different. But Psychic Scream is like, everyone run, you know, at the same time. It's like a starting gun at the Olympics. Yes, that's pretty cool. Level 30, Body and Soul. When you cast Power Word Shield or Leap of Faith, you increase your target's movement speed by 60% for 4 seconds. That's pretty cool. So basically it's protection from stuff, you know. I see it more of a PvP talent than PvE, because, you know, you don't really need movement speed that much in PvE, but PvP is kind of important. So, next one. Path of Devout. Increases your movement speed while levitating by 25%. That is pretty damn awesome. So, levitate allows you to walk on water, or, well, float above water, and with that it will increase your movement speed as well, which is damn awesome. That would be pretty damn cool. If you are running a flag out of, what map is it? I don't know. That one that has the water bit, you know what I mean. If you're all Alliance, you get the water bit as you come out of their flag room. I don't know what the map's called. I don't PvP that much. Next one, Phantasm. Anytime you fade, you remove all movement impairing effects from yourself, and your movement speed will be unhindered for 3 seconds. So that will prevent a Death Knight from chains of icing you. That was a weird sentence. I said chain too many times. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Removes movement impairing effects on its own is cool, but then you've got the unhindered movement speed as well, which is also quite cool. Level 45 stuff. From darkness comes light. Surge of Light, caster form. You have 6% chance when your smite, heal, flash heal, binding heal, great heal to cause your next flash heal to be instant cast and have no mana cost. That's pretty damn cool. Surge of Darkness, shadow form. You have 6% chance when you deal damage with Mind Flay to cause your next Mind Blast to be instant and have no Shadow Orb cost. I have no idea what Shadow Orb cost means because I haven't played a Shadow Priest since about level 50 and about a year ago. But that's fine. Disc Priest for the win. Even though I bashed him in the last video. But yeah, I don't know what that means, but it looks pretty cool. The healer one is cool. Instant flash heal that costs no mana. That's pretty nice, I have to say. Next one, Divine Star. Fires a Divine Star in front of you, travelling 20 yards, doing damage to all enemies and healing all friendly targets in its path. After reaching its destination, it will return to you, also dealing damage and healing all targets in its path. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I imagine the spell effect will look amazing on that because, you know, Blizzard have kind of upped their game a little bit with spell effects lately. So hopefully that will look really cool, and it sounds cool. What it does is pretty awesome. I'd probably have to take that one just because of that. Depends on how much it heals. Right, next one, Archangel. I think that's how you say it. Is it Archangel? Yeah, or whatever. In caster form, consumes your evangelism, increasing your healing done by 5% for each evangelism consumed. 30-second cooldown. Pretty standard stuff. I don't know what evangelism is again because I haven't played a priest in ages. Dark Archangel, shadow form. Consumes your shadow orbs, increases the damage done by your Mind Flay, Mind Spike, Mind Blast, and Shadow Word Death by 5% for each shadow orb consumed. 90-second cooldown. So they both sound cool. I understand the shadow one. Kind of like Holy Power, but Shadow Orbs instead. I guess they increase your damage as they go. I don't know. I need to play a priest a bit more, probably. I'm probably not going to be the best of help in this video, but if I read them out to you, I'm sure you'll understand. If you want to know about a priest, then generally you're watching this video and you'll understand what I'm saying to you, even though I don't understand it myself. But yeah, I guess it's good. Divine Star, definitely the one for me in those. Level 61's next. Desperate Prayer. Increases heals the caster. Instantly heals the caster for 30% of their total health. It's in the game already. I'm pretty damn sure. I remember that. That is in the game already. But you have to talent for it now, which you probably wouldn't do. So I don't use it that much. I'd rather use Binding Heal, because then you heal yourself and another person instead of just yourself. But there we go. Angelic Bulwark. Increases the effectiveness of your own shield effects on yourself by 30%. Definitely a PvP talent. You wouldn't need that in PvE because, you know, generally, you know, I don't know. Maybe you do. Do you shield yourself ever in PvE? I don't think you do. But there we go. 1 second. I've just got to write a comment. Okay, someone was bashing Razor Nagas on Hyrule Panda's chat. I just had to set them straight. Right, next one, Final Prayer. Anytime a damaging attack brings you below 30% health, you gain an absorption shield equal to 20% of your total health lasting 20 seconds. That's pretty cool. 20% of your total health. Yeah, that's nice. So if you're below 30%, then you have, say, what, at the moment, about 20-30k HP. So then you'll have a shield that absorbs, say, 28k damage, I'd say, something like that. That's pretty good. That's a pretty imber shield, to be honest. Once every 90 seconds, so not the best. But again, I don't know really. Probably I'd take that one out of all of those, definitely. 1 second. Yeah, that's fine. Everyone's bashing on him now, it's fine. yeah, that's cool. Definitely take Final Prayer out of those ones. Don't really see Desperate Prayer being used that much when you've got Binding Heal, and I don't really shield myself that much because I don't stand in fire generally, so I'm not bad. Level 75 talents. Twist of Fate increases damage and healing done to your targets at or below 20% health. So if you're bad at healing and someone's really low health, or they've got really shit avoidance and took loads of damage from something, or they're a DPS and they stood when Ozruk was doing his shatter, then this would be quite helpful. Yeah, in any of those situations it would be quite good. And the damage below 20% health, that's kind of cool. That's also always quite helpful to have that little bit of damage increase below 20%, especially on raid bosses, because 20% is a long way, and generally between 20 and 0 is kind of the hardest part of a boss, because you know you've done all the 80%, you're fighting really hard to try and just burn off this last bit, and the more you push it, which is always what happens at the end of a boss when you're progressing anyway, you're pushing it, you're trying to get that kill, and you know, people are making mistakes, the damage isn't quite as good as it should be because people are like panicking, they're like, oh, we're going to kill it, oh, we're going to kill it. But if you had this, you know, kind of compensate for that a little bit, not like, it's obviously not going to help you beat every single boss just because of this one talent, but it would compensate for your maybe panicking or missing something, you know, something like that. Or moving as well, if you have to move a lot in the final phase of a fight, which I know you do in quite a few fights, because sometimes the final phase gets mental, like Ragnaros on Heroic, his like leg stage, whatever it was, that would be quite helpful there, I'd have to say. That'd be quite good. But yeah, so that's quite a cool talent. I rambled on about ages about that. Next one, Power Infusion. Infuses the target with power, increasing spell casting speed by 20% and reducing mana cost of all spells by 20%. That's pretty cool. So there's a haste buff and mana reducing buff. Lasts 15 seconds on a 2-minute cooldown. That's quite nice. I like that. That's a pretty cool buff, and on a short cooldown as well, so that'd be pretty nice. Serendipity? Is that even a word? Blizzard, really? Serendipity? Okay, we're gonna go with it. When you heal with Binding Heal or Flash Heal, the cast time of your next Greater Heal or Prayer of Healing spell is reduced by 20%, and mana cost is reduced by 10%, stacks up to 2 times. So if you go Binding Heal, Flash Heal, you get a pretty beast Greater Heal, you know. It's cast time is reduced by 40%, and mana cost is reduced by 20% if you've got 2 stacks. So that's pretty nice. I like that. So basically you can emergency heal with a Flash Heal, and then hit them with a Greater Heal just to top them right off. So that's pretty cool. I need to close the chat next time because I'm getting distracted. Mind Melt is part of Serendipity still. When you deal damage with Mind Spike, the casting time of your next Mind Blast is reduced by 50%, lasting 6 seconds. Mind Melt can stack up to 2 times. So again, wow. If you stack it 2 times, your Mind Blast is instant. That's pretty damn cool, I have to say. That's quite a nice talent for both sides, for like healing and DPS. It's quite cool. Level 90, a Vow of Unity. You create a Vow of Unity with the it says with the friendly target here. Okay, nice one, Blizzard. Whenever you heal the target through Whenever you heal the target through spells and effects, you are also healed equally to 20% of the amount. Okay, that makes sense now. I've read the whole thing. So basically, when you heal them, you gain 20% of that amount as well. So that's pretty cool. It's like a beacon of light, but not all the time, I guess. Or is it? Wait, is it? Yes, it is. This is pretty much exactly like Beacon of Light. Pretty sure. Okay, minus this bit. In addition, when the target is attacked, 50% of the damage is redirected to you over 6 seconds. If your target is victim to attack greater than 30% of their total health, the Vow of Unity effect ends. Only one target can be linked with you using Vow of Unity at a time. That's pretty cool, I have to be honest. Yeah, you're taking damage as well, but I don't know, that's quite cool, you know. I I don't know. It's like Beacon of Light, but you self-harm at the same time. So it's like an emo version. Emo of Light, maybe. That's what it should be called. I don't really understand why they've put that on there. It basically heals them and you, but also damages you. So you need to heal you. Which is a bit weird. Because, like, yeah, it's obviously useful as a paladin when every heal heals you as well. But to get that, you don't need to commit suicide. I always redirect healing stuff back to paladins because that's what I know and love about healing. I love shaman healing, but they're not as good as paladins. If they were, I would never move away from my shaman because chain heal is the sexiest looking spell. You'll argue with that. Everyone has their favourite looking spell or whatever, attack, stuff like that. But mine is chain heal. Also, chain lightning. I don't know, it's the chain stuff. It's generally quite cool. Next one, Void Shift, before I ramble on too much. You swap health percentages with your current friendly target. After this effect ends, you are instantly healed for 25% of your total health. So, if your tank's going to die and you're sitting at full health, bang, Void Shift, poosh, your tank's full health, you're going to die. But it doesn't matter, because after the effect ends, you're instantly healed for 25% of your health. So, unless you suddenly decide, that fire looks awesome, I'm going to go and stand in it, that's an amazing panic button, to be honest. Like, Vow of Unity sounded cool, but that is amazing. The Void Shift, I wish Paladins had that. Just going to put that out there. That is a pretty damn cool talent. I might level a priest just to have that talent, because that is quite nice. Vampiric Dominance. When you deal damage or healing, 50% of the amount is healed to up to 3 low health nearby allies. When you deal damage, 50% is... What? Ah, right. So, it's basically that buff, that thing you put on yourself that heals everything. Is that, basically. But you can have it for healing as well now, which is awesome. So, before, it was a Shadow Priest thing, where they kind of healed everyone just by damaging. But now, you can have it as a Disc Priest, so if you heal that guy over there, he, like, you know, everyone heals as well. That's quite cool. So that'll make priests even more useful, because if you've got, say, 5 priests all in your raid doing that, it's difficult to argue another healer over that, to be honest. And with the Void Shift as well, well, you can't have that, but yeah, I don't know if significant things aren't done with the other trees. I could see that on its own killing other healing specs in raids, because like I said, if you've got like 5 or 6 priests all with this, you know, that's mad. That's a lot of raid healing right there. But you know, what can you say? You don't know until it comes. I won't know until Mists of Pandaria hits and I start playing in the beta. I don't know how early I'm going to get it yet, because, you know, it's a long way off. It might not be, it might be a few months. But yeah, that was a look at priest talents. As like I said at the start, I'm not a priest expert. I don't claim to be any class of expert, but I know some classes are a lot better than others, and this is not my strength, priests. So if there's anything that I said wrong or didn't explain properly, drop a comment and I'll do a bit of research for you and try and find out a bit more detail on that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon for the next video. Goodbye for now.